K2, the second highest mountain in the world, stands as a towering testament to the power and unpredictability of nature. Rising 8,611 meters, 28,251 feet, above sea level, it dominates the landscape of the Karakoram Range, straddling the border between Pakistan and China. Unlike its more famous counterpart, Mount Everest, K2 remains one of the most dangerous and unforgiving peaks, drawing only the most skilled and determined climbers. The mountain is notorious for its extreme difficulty, with every ascent presenting an enormous physical and psychological challenge. Its steep and icy slopes leave no room for error, and the unforgiving weather patterns of the Karakoram region make the climb even more perilous. Storms can appear suddenly, bringing blinding snow, gale-force winds, and bone-chilling temperatures that plunge well below freezing. The air is thin, the terrain is treacherous, and the risks are constant. Climbers must navigate vertical rock faces, deep crevasses, and ice walls that demand technical expertise and unwavering focus. One of the most feared sections of K2 is the bottleneck, a narrow and dangerously exposed passage beneath massive hanging seracs, huge ice towers that can collapse without warning. Many climbers have met their fate here, as even the most experienced mountaineers cannot predict when the ice might break away. The danger of falling, avalanches, and exhaustion makes this final stretch to the summit an ultimate test of endurance and willpower. Unlike Everest, where guided expeditions and commercial climbs have made the summit more accessible, K2 remains a peak for only the most elite and experienced climbers. There are no easy routes, no reliable rescue operations, and no guarantees. Every ascent is a battle against the elements, and every summit attempt carries the weight of history, triumph, and tragedy. The first successful ascent of K2 came in 1954, when Achille Compagnoni and Lino Lazzadelli of an Italian expedition reached the top. Since then, the number of climbers who have stood on K2's summit remains far lower than those who have conquered Everest. The mountain's reputation as the Savage Mountain is well-earned, as many expeditions have ended in disaster. The 2008 K2 disaster, for example, saw multiple climbers lose their lives in a single day after an ice collapse in the bottleneck, highlighting just how unforgiving K2 can be. For decades, climbing K2 in winter was thought to be impossible. The combination of extreme cold, hurricane-force winds, and relentless snowfall created an environment that seemed utterly uninhabitable. But in 2021, history was made when a team of 10 Nepali climbers became the first to successfully reach the summit in winter, an achievement that was widely regarded as one of the greatest feats in mountaineering history. Despite the dangers, K2 continues to call to those who seek the ultimate challenge. Its sheer, rugged beauty, combined with the unparalleled difficulty of reaching its summit, makes it one of the most revered mountains on Earth. Every climber who sets foot on its slopes understands the risks. But for them, the chance to stand atop the Savage Mountain is worth everything. It is a place where human ambition meets the raw power of nature, and where only the strongest, both in body and in spirit, can hope to prevail.